Farmingdale, New York, the tension that defines every Ryder Cup found a new outlet on Saturday afternoon at Bethpage Black, as emotions boiled over not between players and fans, but between players and caddies. The incident unfolded during the fourball match featuring Bryson DeChambeau and Scottie Scheffler for Team USA against Europe's Tommy Fleetwood and Justin Rose. On the par 4/15th hole, Rose took issue with DeChambeau's caddy, Bodine, for stepping in his line as he prepared to putt. Both players ended up making par, but as they left the green, frustration lingered. DeChambeau, never one to shy away from confrontation, exchanged sharp words with Rose as they headed toward the 16th tee. Fleetwood quickly stepped in to defend his teammate, and before long, voices were raised on both sides. The normally composed Scheffler tried to defuse the moment, but his caddy, Ted Scott, soon became entangled in a heated exchange of his own, this time with European vice-captain Francesco Molinari, who was walking alongside the group. What began as a simple misunderstanding escalated into one of the most charged moments of the tournament. Despite the verbal fireworks, Rose and Fleetwood maintained their focus and closed out the match on the very next hole. When the handshakes came, they were polite but noticeably restrained. Later, Rose reflected on the incident with a mix of disappointment and perspective. He admitted that he might not have asked Bodine to move as politely as he could have, but insisted there was no malicious intent. The heat of competition, he said, can push even the most composed players toward the edge. "We both have a lot on our minds," Rose explained afterward. "I had to step up and hit a huge putt with a lot going on. From my point of view, I was just trying to protect my space and focus. There was no malice in it. If I could have handled it differently, I would have. But that's the Ryder Cup, intense, emotional, and raw." U.S. Captain Keegan Bradley addressed the issue after speaking with everyone involved. He acknowledged that the exchange may have crossed a line, but said it was resolved quickly and wouldn't linger. "It was a little disrespectful, but Justin came over after and they talked it out," Bradley said. "These things happen when so much is on the line." For Europe, the dust-up was just a blip on an otherwise dominant performance. The visitors have relished silencing the New York crowd, building a commanding 11.5 to 4.5 lead heading into the final day. Unless the Americans produce a miracle for the ages, Europe is poised to lift the Ryder Cup once again, this time on American soil.